senior class would like to honor a few individuals at this time. The first set of young people, please come. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to call Mrs. McCann to join us on the platform. Mrs. McCann, thank you so much for all the work you have done, making lunches and helping us raise money for our senior trip. You always met us with a smile and a great attitude whenever we walked into the kitchen. You made our time working in there enjoyable. Without your help, we never would have gotten to DC. Tonight, Mrs. McCann will be receiving a $50 gift card to Andiamo Italian Ristorante, which has a gluten-free menu to meet her needs. Also, she will receive a $100 Visa gift card and some flowers. Thank you, Mrs. McCann.
Mrs. Clear, please join Pastor Clear on the platform. Pastor Clear, the class of 2013 would like to thank you for the countless hours you have devoted to our lives. Whether you were teaching our Bible class, showing us around Washington, D.C., refereeing our soccer games, or just giving us advice, you were never hesitant to invest in our class. Your dedication to our church and school is a great example of a servant's heart. Mrs. Clear would like to thank you as well for giving up precious time with your husband. We know he would have preferred to have spent time with you instead of us, but the time you had with your husband is truly priceless. Tonight, the senior class will be giving Pastor and Mrs. Clear a $100 gift card to Fogo de Chao and a signed Bible by all of us with large print for Pastor Clear. Plus flowers for Mrs. Clear.
Mrs. Graves, would you please join Mr. Graves on the platform, please? Mr. Graves, our class would like to thank you for all the time and effort you have invested in our class. You're an administrator, youth minister, husband, and father of 6 children. From the late night preparations for our youth activities to the early Sunday mornings driving the church bus, you're truly one of the busiest people we know. All your hard work might seem like it goes unnoticed, but the Lord knows your desire to see us succeed. We know there will be eternal blessings for your love and dedication. You're a servant and have strived to please the Lord. We thank you for the great example you've been for our class, and we appreciate your investment. Mr. Graves, we will strive to make you proper all the hours that you have spent praying for each one of us to find God's will for our lives. The class of 2013 will do our best to make every second count. And we also want to apologize for the gray hair and hair loss we may have experienced on our behalf. Mrs. Graves, our class would like to thank you for letting your husband come on our senior trip. We had a blast with him. And we would like to thank you for always being supportive and faithful to your husband. We realize that it's a lot of extra work taking care of your family while he was gone. You're a blessing and encouragement to our class. And tonight, Mr. Graves will be receiving a computer bag, travel luggage, and check for $175. And also flowers for Mr. Graves.
Will Mrs. Tidder please join us on the platform? Mrs. Tidrick, our class would like to say thank you for everything you have done for us. We appreciate you for not only helping us raise money for our senior trip, but for also encouraging us to do what is right and to be good leaders of our school. Just saying thank you doesn't seem enough, and we know that you probably haven't heard it as often as you should, but we want you to know that your time, effort, and most of all you are greatly appreciated. Tonight, Mrs. Tidrick will be receiving a mini iPad and flowers, and a $25 gift card to Best Buy.
Thank you, seniors, for honoring folks that I know you look up to. At this time, we're going to have a presentation just inside of about 13 minutes or so, and so sit back and enjoy. If we could get the lights here at this time, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Dear family, it's graduation day and I finally made it. I know I would never have made it this far without the love and the support that you all have given me. Dad, thank you for being a great Christian role model for me. All the life lessons that you have taught me will not be forgotten. I will always remember to trust in God and no matter what, do my best. Mom, thank you for being the best mom in the whole world. I appreciate all that you do for me and the rest of the family. Thank you for always listening to my problems and for being there when I was having a bad day. Scott, Andy, and David, thank you for being the best little brothers ever. You guys are awesome, and I will never forget the fun, random things that we did. I love you all very much. God has blessed me with the best family ever, and I hope to make you all proud as I take the next step in my life. Love your son and brother, Jeff.
Dear Dad, thanks for pushing me to always do my best, whether the task was great or small, and for teaching me to do work, whether it was in front of people or behind the scenes. You've always been able to make time for me if I ever needed to talk, and you always encouraged me to grow in my walk with the Lord. You've taught me that no life is insignificant if it's yielded to God's call. Mom, thanks for teaching me to do things for others instead of just thinking of myself. I appreciate you for being able to answer any of my questions and always being able to listen. Thanks for showing up to as many games as you could and cheering me on whether it was a good or bad game. I have enjoyed our mother and daughter dates and will miss them a lot next year. I love you both and will miss you guys so much next year. Love, Liz.
Dear God, I want to thank you for giving me hope for the future. Dear Mom and Dad, I want to thank you for all the rides you have given me. My bus job and work wants to thank you for doing it. Dear Carla, Jeremiah, Nicole, and Jordan, I want to thank you for helping me get where I am. I will serve God with all my heart and all my soul. Dear Mr. Taylor, I want to thank you for being a great example to me. It has helped me greatly with my life. Dear church family, I want to thank you for all the help you have given me. It is a great encouragement to have people in my life to help me. I will most likely come back and see all of you again.
Dad, I want to thank you for being the hardest working man I know. I look up to you and hope to be as good of a man as you one day. A mi bonita madre, quiero decir gracias por ser la más amorosa y maravillosa madre del mundo. Te amo muchísimo. Noah, while I wish you were here today, words can't describe how honored I feel to have brother serving in the military. I hope the live stream is working well in Afghanistan. Love you. Come home safe, bro. Andrew, thanks for being the brother whose jokes almost never make me laugh, but actions always do. I'll definitely miss it, buddy. Abby, thanks for all the fun times and hilarious things you do. Be good and no dating. Ellie, thanks for being the cutest baby sister in the world. Enjoy the time you have left with the iPad. After that, you have to ask Dad for your own. Pastor Clear, Pastor Nye, Mr. Graves, and Brother Chris, thank you for the many hours of counseling you've invested into my life. I will not soon forget what I have learned. With love, Sammy.
Dear Mom and Dad, the time is finally here. I finished my high school education and I owe it all to you. Mom, thanks so much for the years you invested in me, homeschooling me through the 9th grade. Those hours you spent together in the schoolroom, though it was far from my favorite place, I will always appreciate. You are the one that brought my education to the level it is today. Dad, thanks for all the things you taught me. How to throw, catch, kick, and shoot a ball, how to build and fix things, and even to drive my man.